The date was the 9th of February, 1855, and the village of Devon, England, lay under an icy silence as dawn broke. The night before, a fierce snowstorm had swept through the region, blanketing everything in a pristine, untouched layer of snow. Villagers were used to such storms, but what they woke up to that morning was something far beyond the ordinary. As the first rays of sunlight pierced through the frost-laden air, villagers stepped outside, and what did they see? Strange footprints scattered across the snow. Footprints unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. They weren't just on the ground. Either they appeared on rooftops, over walls, and even across frozen rivers, forming a perfectly straight trail that stretched on for miles. The footprints were small, just 2-5 inches wide, but what was unsettling, no, downright eerie was their precision. Each mark was spaced exactly 6 inches apart, as though the creature that left them had marched forward without ever breaking stride. And the strangest part, these tracks defied logic. They crossed over walls, climbed rooftops, and even passed over obstacles as if they were walking on air. The villagers were terrified. Was this the work of something otherworldly? Could it be the devil himself? For the deeply religious community of Devon, the answer seemed clear. Tales of devils, spirits, and divine retribution were embedded in their culture, and to them, these footprints were a dark omen. Local constable John Loosemore was awakened early that morning by a frantic farmer. "You've got to see this," the man cried. When John arrived, what he saw left him speechless. The tracks weren't just on the ground, they had climbed the walls of the farmer's house, ascended to the roof, and then continued as if gravity didn't apply. He climbed onto the roof himself, hoping to make sense of it. But all he found were more of the same perfectly spaced, chilling marks, vanishing into the distance. By midday, reports flooded in from nearby villages. The same mysterious footprints had been spotted across an astonishing 160 kilometers from Devonport to the coastline. People described seeing them leading up to their doors and windows, and then vanishing as though the creature had passed through solid walls. Speculation spread like wildfire. Was it the work of a wandering spirit, cursed to roam the earth, or perhaps a supernatural creature, something not of this world? Others insisted it had to be a more mundane explanation, a fox, or even a kangaroo that had escaped from a traveling circus. But wait, a fox, a kangaroo. Could any animal travel such a vast distance in a single night, let alone climb walls and rooftops? One theory thought bizarre gained attention years later. A man claimed his grandfather, who worked at the Devonport Naval Base, had revealed a secret. The footprints, he said, were the result of a military experiment. According to him, an experimental balloon had broken loose during the storm, dragging a metallic contraption that left the eerie trail. But could that explain the gravity-defying nature of the tracks, or their unbroken precision? And then, there were the older legends. Some villagers whispered about an event. From October 1638, a fireball was said to have crashed into St. Pancras Church during Sunday prayers. Witnesses described a sulfuric smell filling the air as the fireball ricocheted inside the church, injuring several people and leaving unhealed marks on their bodies. Could this ancient event be connected to the footprints? Was Devon haunted by something far older and far darker than anyone imagined? Even today, the mystery of the devil's footprints remains unsolved. Over time, skeptics dismiss the story as mass hysteria, fueled by fear and superstition, but the sheer scale, precision, and impossibility of the tracks continued to baffle experts. Was it a natural phenomenon, the work of a supernatural being, or evidence of something far beyond human comprehension? What do you think? Could a single, chilling event spark centuries of folklore? Or is this a mystery that will remain unsolved forever? One thing is certain: footprints left a mark, not just on the snow, but on the minds of everyone who witnessed them.